We took a real training video and rebuilt it using AI and ended up with something better, faster, and cheaper, but not for the reasons you think. I want to emphasize that AI didn't actually replace the human creativity and animation in this. It just changed where the work actually happens. So let's answer the question right away. Can AI replace character animation? The short answer is yes, but only if you use it in a hybrid workflow. Let's check it out. AI is great at generating assets and ideas, but it still struggles with consistency, lip sync, and overall control. So what we built is a system that combines AI with traditional animation and very clever scene design. Every month, we run an AI experiment inside our team. Not theory, not demos, but a real production workflow. And this month's challenge was simple. Can we create character animation faster and better using AI? And more importantly, can we solve two of the hardest problems with AI right now? And that's lip sync and visual consistency. We tested this by rebuilding a real project. This is something we originally produced with the Cornerstone Foundation, and it was specifically for global harassment training. And to be honest with you, it was a challenge. The initial project, they didn't have a lot of budget for, so we had to find some creative workflows and produce something that was more along the lines of comic book animation.
I have not seen any issues so far.
There may be false reports made because of a personal issue with a contractor, for example. We need to protect ourselves and our teams from false allegations.
And I did not say we should not protect our staff. But we are talking about community members, not us. You know, most allegations are not actually false, yes?
This new project allows us to really push the limits of character animation and engagement. And traditionally, character animation, it's slow, it's expensive, and it's extremely detail heavy. But AI introduces a completely different set of problems. Now you can produce assets faster, you can create scenes quickly, but the characters are changing. The scenes don't necessarily match. And then of course, the lip sync is just tricky because it's not the voice you want, or maybe it's not consistent across scenes. And the outputs are unpredictable. On top of that, AI video clips are short, usually between 8 to 10 seconds. And that means you can't really generate the full scene that you want. So you have to build everything in pieces. Here's the workflow that actually worked. And this is where things get interesting, because the breakthrough wasn't the tool, it was just how we structured the process.
For example, we need to protect ourselves and our teams from false allegations.
But we are talking about community members, not us. You know, most allegations are not accurate.
The most important step was locking the storyboard early. With AI, changes, simple edits, they require regenerations of entire scenes, and that means a small little change can break everything downstream. Changing the character can literally change the entire video, and that's the type of reality we deal with the traditional route of motion graphics animation. Now, timing shifts, visual change, lip sync no longer works. All of those issues that we brought up before are compiled with simple edits that could have been avoided. Next was asset generation. We used tools like Gemini for variations, Flow for motion, and Photoshop to assemble everything together. The key insight here was to not generate full scenes. Instead, generate characters on clean backgrounds, create multiple poses, and build environments separately. Then you manually assemble everything. That's not necessarily an automated task. And that's how we maintained control and consistency across scenes. Now, the benefit of this is we were able to produce things faster, but it wasn't necessarily 100% automated. And this is where the process gets a little messy. AI is sometimes unpredictable, or at least it is right now, right? And so you end up in this loop. You generate, review, generate, and repeat. Sometimes this happens dozens of times before you get something actually usable. And the more specific prompts you have, the better they become. You have to define the camera movement, the character behavior, and the start and end of frames. Precision matters a lot here. Once we had usable clips, this is where we actually bring in an animator and move over to After Effects. This is where the real production actually happens. AI alone can't carry you throughout this stage. We stitched together multiple short clips, created transitions, fixed inconsistencies, and adjusted timing. Honestly, in some cases, we made what felt like 100 small cuts just so the scene can feel continuous. And this is where the illusion gets rebuilt. This is where the creative is still necessary for this entire AI process. Lip sync was the hardest problem by far. AI still struggles with this, especially if you're introducing a new voiceover that you want to be consistent. We saw facial glitches, random teeth appearing, and sometimes timing mismatches. So we separated the system. We used 11 labs for voice, generated videos separately, and then we synced everything together manually when needed. And honestly, sometimes manual lip sync was faster than trying to fix this with AI outputs. So what actually improved? Well, to be honest with you, the original project that we built took months. And honestly, it wasn't just as good as the assets we created with AI. With this, we moved faster in the concept development phase. We had more creative flexibility with character movement, and we also reduced costs by using a smaller team. But it wasn't entirely automated. It still required a lot of manual work and iteration. So you're gonna have to give some of that time back. The process didn't disappear. It just slightly shifted. The biggest surprise was the small teams can now produce a high-end animation that used to require much larger teams. Let's check out the original version, and then we'll actually play the new AI version.
He clearly does not respect you. He would not even listen to what you had to say.
Clearly does not respect you. He would not even listen to what you had to say.
And why should we report violations to someone like that?
So here's the real takeaway. AI doesn't remove the work. It just changes where the work actually happens. We shifted from execution to iteration and decision making. The bottleneck is no longer production or asset creation or the creation of art. It's clarity. If you build training content with AI, here's what matters. Lock your storyboard in early. Generate assets separately and then combine them into modular pieces where you can focus on the details to make sure everything flows. And you should expect iteration and build your process around it. To think things are going to magically work out, at least in 2026, is a bit outdated, right? And most importantly, keep humans in control of the final output. AI is not a shortcut, it's a force multiplier. We're running these AI experiments every month, and if you're building training content, you're gonna feel like this space is just moving too quickly. Drop a comment and tell us what we should test next. And if you have an idea that you want to test on your own with us, reach out. We're happy to collaborate with you. No charge. It's just something we're very passionate about. And we have a team of animators, artists, and AI ninjas that are willing to do it.
Want to learn more about microlearning best practices? We've got you covered. Check out the video cards for more related content. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly tips and explore the description for a curated list of resources to continue your e-learning journey.